All right. I want to ask you a question before we run out of time. I read this week in the paper that there's a mega drought coming.
Yeah,
mega
NASA's
drought.
latest
Sounds like
study.
a group that opened for Spinal Tap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mega death and mega drought.
It was really their first album. Now it's kind of overproduced.
NASA put out this study. It says it's going to be decades long. There's an 80% chance of it happening within the next by 2050. It's
Bill, honey, how old are you? Don't worry about it.
41.
This is the upside of having no kids.
No, by 2050. It could happen tomorrow. Did you see Interstellar? I have a theory. Everything that happens in movies
is true.
Then happens later in life.
But much later.
This sounds exactly what, no.
1984 didn't happen.
Doc, this is, what?
Well, it didn't happen in 1984. It's happened since,
yes,
but not in 1984.
That's...
Mega drought bad. Okay, so this is what I say to people all the time. They say, first of all, we discourage the use of the term skeptic. When people say I'm a climate skeptic, no, you are a climate denier. You're a climate change denier.
Right.
And that's really important. And people say, well, what can we do about this? What can we do about this? Right now I'm saying talk about climate change. If you just raise the awareness of climate change. Have you heard this expression, millennial anger? Do you have this? Where the millennials are like, you guys have been in charge. You heard about climate change in 1988. James Hansen testified in front of Congress. And you haven't done shit about it. What's wrong with you people our age?
I would say to them, stop taking pictures of your food and you do something about it. Okay?
No, I got to disagree with you. That's not the problem.
I always say the same thing. You have to care about it more than I do. I've already had my fun with the planet.
So, okay, so it's a really serious problem.
You have to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a serious problem, but I really want to know what's going to happen. You can't have, when the conservatives go to run for president, you can't have people disagreeing with 97% of the world's scientists relentlessly and then claim you want to participate in the most powerful country in the world.
Let me ask you this. There's a giant storm all over the East Coast now. They've got more snow. Boston didn't. They're dumping it in the harbor. They don't know what to do with it. They want to build this Keystone pipeline. Why can't they build a water pipeline? We have none out here.
Well, this has been discussed.
Why can't we save the snow for when there's no water?
Oh, that's,
yes, or save the snow for when there's no...
It's been discussed, people.
Really?
So
is it feasible?
If it's ever out there, probably not. It's 3,000 miles across the country, 5,000
The snow will be melted by then. You'll have
It's a long time.
That's what we want.
But
we want
whoever's out there,
from Boston.
if you can find a way to desalinate water using less energy than we use today, you would get rich. And you would change the world. And if you could find a better electrical storage system, a better battery, you would change the world. Now, these are technical solutions.
I have bad news for you. We're not the people that are going to think of this.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You have to tell the scientists.
Yeah, no, well, the scientists...
He's the professor. You're Mary Ann. I'm Gilligan.
No.
That's the... That's the skipper. You're the skipper.
Yeah.
Hang on, you guys. The technical...
not inventions.
The technical solutions are important, and we are hopeful for those. But it's going to take a top-down thing as well. It's going to take regulation.
You know what I worry about is that people just seem to have this unending ability to just, instead of make fundamental changes, adapt. I see people in Beijing and New Delhi where they can't breathe, they just wear masks. It's like, if you can't breathe the fucking air, wouldn't you want to make a fundamental change?
So things are going to change.
The food is all,
They're fed up.
we're killing all the fish. They're just going to eat jellyfish and worms and cockroaches.
How are they going to eat them with those masks on?
With the masks
No, but really,
They can't get it through them.
that's the developing world. But people are going to have to leave Florida, leave Louisiana, the Gulf Coast. People are going to have to leave, and this is the developed world, and this is going to be everybody's problem. So the sooner we get to work, the better.
Well, and part of the problem with all this, even if you look at the polling, there was a recent New York Times Stanford University poll that found that actually half of Republicans believe that climate change is happening.
There you go.
But if you look at the general polling, it's not a top issue for Democrats or Republicans.
It's not an issue for the same feces throwers and flat earthers who you're talking about who vote in the primary.
That's right.
That's the problem, is that steep. They have to get over that.
They're going to shoot it down.
But you're also hearing...
Actually, there is a plan to pump sulfur dioxide into the air and reflect sunlight into space. Are you high?
Right.
You can't engineer a planet like that.
I'm so glad you asked me that question.
Because